What a difference a few months make. When the US president held his coronavirus daily briefings just a few months ago, he was putting a positive spin. It'll just go away. Don't worry, everything will be fine. Well, now, really, this reality TV president waking up to the reality of COVID-19. The political reality for him, quite incredible. He has now cancelled part of the Republican convention to be held in Jacksonville, Florida, towards the end of next month. Remember, he moved part of it there because North Carolina and Charlotte has sort of refused to put a lot of people inside stadiums. Well, that's now off. There's going to be something online, he suggests. Let's listen to the US president.
This afternoon, my political team came to me and laid out our plans for the convention in Jacksonville, Florida. I looked at my team and I said, the timing for this event is not right. It's just not right with what's happened recently, the flare-up in Florida.
He's also walking back a little bit earlier attitudes, for example, on school openings. While he says every child should go back to school when schools reopen in the next few weeks, you can see a little backtracking. He's saying that he understands if some districts and governors want to delay reopenings by a few weeks. And instead of threatening to cut off federal funding, he's stressing that in the new stimulus bill being debated at the moment, $105 billion is set aside for schools to help them mitigate COVID-19. He's stressing that children don't normally get sick from the virus, but you can tell there's a little bit of walking back in terms of getting schools reopened. And why is that? Well, the polling. Many parents are very, very worried about sending their kids back to school. Meanwhile, the toing and froing on that fourth big stimulus bill continues on Capitol Hill. The White House has dropped the idea of having a payroll tax cut. The reason is essentially that you had to be employed to get a paycheck and get that tax cut. And of course, 30 million people are now getting unemployment benefits here. And that's where a big sticking point is. The $600 extra a week applied by the federal government has really kept the wolf from the door for many millions of people. That is set to expire. Republicans have talked about $400 a month. Instead, Democrats say, no, that has to change.
We're up to 4 million people in a matter of just over 2 weeks from the 3 million mark. We have to act, and what they're proposing falls far short.
All sorts of other things being negotiated back and forth. A deal does not look likely this week, maybe next week. But quite an incredible turnaround by the US president at this briefing. But of course, he called the virus the China virus several times. Nathan King, CGTN at the White House.